Hello.
And hello, guys, and good evening. Welcome to another Golden Emperium stream here in ROGGH. Your casters were right. This is James,
This is RKM.King.
and yeah, this is going to be the last session of Golden Emperium. Thus, this is going to be um, supposedly the fifth defensive session of Silver Castle, and of course, RKM King. It's a Saturday night. How are you doing tonight, RKM King?
Hmm. Well, I'm
Yes.
fine. We were expecting, I guess, a little bit more drama from this event
Mm-hmm.
since this is the last day. And unfortunately for our last session, the chance for the Golden Imperium rewards were already forfeited because JP Alliance failed to defend their castle. Yeah, hopefully this one works well in the favor of the most wanted alliance.
Mm-hmm.
But then
But
again, it's not it's safe.
I think they're on the attack right now as JPEG wants to go in and deal some damage here to the defensive players of Most Wanted and Crayons. And I think this is the time for our players to go all out, Arcane King, right? Because again, this is going to be the final session of the Golden Emperium. Because whoever wins this, regardless if it's going to be Most Wanted or JPEG, you know, the Golden Empire is going to be over because technically we only have 8 sessions in total for Golden Imperium, and this is already the 6th session. So if ever they get this, they won't be able to, complete the 5 consecutive sessions. That's why Golden Castle is now, or the rewards for Golden Castle is now null, and yeah, basically this is going to be the conclusion of the Golden Emperium event.
Yeah. So the event requiring consecutive defenses actually made it hard for the other alliance
Mm-hmm.
to like keep the rewards.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that was an executive decision not to give away the what you call this the highest rewards because it's
Mm-hmm.
one of the things that the players are waiting for. No, because almost everyone in the server, even smaller guilds or even random players, still could have had a chance
Mm-hmm.
on the highest rewards. So if they're not confident with their defense, they'll end up giving away the rewards as well. So again, that might be a part of their decision
Mm-hmm.
not to secure the fourth day. But then again, this time around, for the fifth session or fifth consecutive defense of most wanted in the crayons, again as an alliance, this should be again their best performance among the all the days, because this one would actually secure the rewards that they've been waiting for the past few weeks.
Mm-hmm. And for JPEG, I'm pretty sure this is their, uh, this is the only time that they could deny the
Mm.
rewards of Silver Castle. And they've been trying for consecutive weeks now to attack on this castle, but the defense of Most Wanted and Koreans has been really strong here in this in this Silver Imperium. But we had a close call. I think that was last week, Saturday, wherein JPEG actually captured this castle at around 9 minutes remaining. Okay.
Mm.
And they did, and Most Wanted just went all in for the attack at that time. A full equal along with crayons. So that's why the defense of JPEG that time was really overwhelmed, and they couldn't really defend against that much people during that time.
Yeah. Numbers wise, it's always been against, I guess, JPEG, except maybe for the first day of our event. So again, in terms of numbers, in terms of attendance, it has been varying from, let's say, Tuesdays and Saturdays. So based on our observation, the numbers for JPEG has been positive during Tuesdays, and of course the peak of let's say the presence of the players from the Crayons Alliance has always been on Saturdays. So this one, I guess, bodes well for Crayons and the Most Wanted because today is a Saturday. And yes, maybe again, these people have their own schedules, and that's why there's a certain pattern for the attendance. And hopefully, still, uh, the players from the defending or the owners of the castle uh, could still play. So again, despite being a Saturday, it's not always a guarantee. The people will always be present. So yeah, so that's all I wanted to see. That if they could at least have 100% of their presence.
Mhm.
Again, that's an ideal scenario, but then again, that's what we wish for because it's going to hard it will be it's going to be that hard to see that the rewards for both the silver and the golden imperium
Mhm.
won't be denied. So that's not something that I wish for, and I again that would be a nightmare for the players and at the same time for the spectators.
Well, it really depends on, I guess, the players. But looking at the defenses of Most Wanted, I'm pretty sure they're in it to really defend this castle. I mean, why wouldn't they, right? Because again, the
Mm,
defenses are there. The rewards are almost at their grasp, and they only need to defend this castle for this session, this last session.
mm,
But again, JPEG won't let that happen that easily, and I'm pretty
yeah.
sure they have plans. They have they have members to actually try and take down this castle and take it away from Most Wanted and Crayons.
That's what we've been talking about for the last few weeks or for the last few sessions. JPEG won't give this easily. So time and time again, every time Most Wanted and Crayons, let's say, forget, or should I say, drop the regards. JPEG has always been there to like take the ownership of the castle. So one wrong move, and of course JPEG will always take advantage of that. That has been the story of this War of Imperium event. Of course, Most Wanted and the Crayons still their defense can can uh, deny the attack of JPEG. But then again, uh, we've seen it several times that if they are not careful or if they're again careless in their defense, this castle won't hold that up. As we can see
Mhm.
again, this is what we're talking about. Numbers wise, again, presence. This has to be their best.
Yes, and yeah, I mean they need to give their best because again, their rewards are almost there. They just need to take this castle, and I mean, if they really want the card that they're desperately seeking, right? For that said
Yeah.
as the valued really high currently, and yeah, they need to secure this castle also
Mm,
for the monetary reward as well.
yes.
And yeah, you'll have some bragging rights because you can say that, oh, we won the silver award for Golden Emperium.
Mm.
And if someone will ask, who won gold? No one won. Alright, so
Yeah, yeah. Again, the conditions for the rewards are again very difficult to accomplish. Because if it was like the previous, let's say, Imperium events, or should I say, War of Imperium events, wherein you just have to reach a certain point or a
mhm,
certain score for each rewards. Again, that setup is, let's say, a lot easier as compared to this one.
mhm,
Because this one requires a perfect defense. And of course, there are only two options wherein you can get, or there are only two castles wherein you can get rewards.
mhm,
Basically, Bright Arbor and the Secret Palace. So yeah, everyone's going to like focus their attention on those two castles because getting other castles may be an option for some, but they won't offer the same rewards.
mhm.
So again, the difficulty of this event is really high. That's why uh, the alliance between multiple smaller guilds and of course the larger guilds that exist in Ragnarok GH, uh, let's say has pushed this kind of setup where there are only two parties or there are only two alliances. Uh, that's technically playing this event.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you're new to our server, or you haven't been spectating that much, but it felt like there are only two existing alliances, simply because the rewards available are only for two castles. And of course, the highest rewards uh, could be, but then again, it's already out of the cards for this event.
Yeah, and we're just waiting for JPEG to start their siege right now on this the Emperor. But yeah, numbers. Um, we're gonna compare the two. Most Wanted and Crayons has a whole lot more, I
Mm.
guess. But maybe some of the members of JPEG are not there because I saw some members of Most Wanted and Crayons just roaming around the castle, just stopping anyone who tries to push through. Maybe they're just
Mm.
waiting for everyone to push in. But yeah, for tonight, this is not the time to go AFK. You
Mm.
need your full attention right here. For either team, right? It's either
Yes.
JPEG Alliance or the Most Wanted Alliance. It's not the day for you to go AFK. You need to give it your all. Again, JPEG, their objective is to deny the rewards
Mm.
of Most Wanted. Most Wanted, of course, is they need to get the rewards of this. So
Mm.
yeah, I mean, both have a valid cause, I guess, into why they are attacking each other. And yeah, the rivalry has been going on since the start of Golden Emperium. It's been going on for 6 sessions, as we
Mm.
in the previous Golden Imperium streams that we had earlier the past few weeks. Um, but yeah, I'm just waiting for maybe a surprising result, but I'm pretty sure we won't see any surprising results for tonight because it's going to be either of the two alliances that will take the
Mm.
castle. But yeah, I think JPEG, they're going to go with that standard strategy that they're always doing during Golden Empire sessions where they're trying to siege this castle. Again, the defense of Crayons and Most Wanted is going to be hard to penetrate because they have three sets of defenses right here. They have defensive line right here, the second layer. They have this mid-range layer wherein they have their mid-range damage dealers, and they have those frontliners wherein they can deal heavy damage as well. So three sets of defense, and when they pass through the mid-range on the first layer, there's always going to be the supports right here at this area. So
Mm.
they have this setup all set for their guild, their alliance. So yeah, in order for them to actually do something and penetrate the defense, they need to switch it up, maybe calculate where they are going. But Curse Circle will land here at a third layer, and where we need to see a follow up here if they want to take them down. But I think we will be seeing an emergency call later on as the members of Most Wanted and Crayons are getting cleared out by JPEG right here. But we still have a few members of Most Wanted and Crayons just staying alive and making sure this castle doesn't break. But JPEG is just wiping everyone out for the time being. We have some Rune Knights versus Rune Knights right here. Ignition break after ignition break. And yeah, defenses are wiped out. And I stand corrected with what I said, real. But
Yeah.
can they break this castle? Again, they
Yeah.
have that
Break.
ignition break Rune Knight. They have that Sura who uses Curse Circle. I think their Doram got killed though. Yeah, I think their Doram got eliminated when when he went in. But yeah,
Mm.
this Rune Knight is just wiping out, and I think this is the time for JPEG to really regroup outside, because while the defenses are not that set and someone is just what do you call this,
Breaking
distracting
it.
everyone,
Yeah.
I think they need to set up their second attack again, rather their third attack for that push. But yeah, I think Most Wanted just stop the other members from pushing in by setting up a line of defense here in their flag, because again, they can just warp in the flag and they can get in earlier.
Yeah,
But
it's going to be hard for JPEG to like follow it up with a second attack because it's a lot easier for most wanted to return. Again, as you mentioned, using the flag. And of course, in terms of numbers, JPEG would definitely, let's say, depend on their emergency call as compared
mhm,
to the other alliance. Because basically, what JPEG is doing is buying time uh, for their members to like return
mhm,
and to still continue disrupting the defenses of the Crayons Alliance. So again, the offense of JPEG has always been, let's say, limited in terms of their front line.
mhm,
So that's one of the, let's say, that's their strength when they're defending. But when they're attacking, they're, let's say, dependent on their Rune Knights.
mhm.
If they can close the gap between uh, the long range damage dealers of most wanted and crayons. So this time around, they were able to like take advantage of the curse circle, and the Rune Knights were able to like get in and close the gap. So again, the damage output of the ignition break skill of the Rune Knights are actually incredible. They are spammable. They are a large AoE. And of course, they can basically wipe out squishy characters. Again, even if you are a beefy one, it's going to be hard to survive ignition breaks from multiple arcades, which we've seen. And we actually thought that that's going to do it for the office of JPEG. But then again, the response from Most Wanted is there.
Mhm. And it's almost a break
Mm,
coming from JPEG. Maybe if some of their members didn't get wiped out at their second attack when they tried to
mm,
eliminate everyone who's there, maybe they could have broken the Imperium and they went for defense here at the
mm,
start of the match, or at the, well, not even 30 minutes at the start of this War from Imperium session. But yeah, I think they change up some of their strategies. Again, they're utilizing their emergency calls now better now, in
mm,
my opinion. Again, when their first attack got wiped out, they were able to eliminate some members of the first layer. I think some members of Most Wanted and Creators didn't expect that emergency call, or that the
mm,
second attack coming from JPEG and Ultra. So that's why when they attacked the second time, um, maybe some of them weren't prepared to deal with
mm,
the encounter. That's why um, some of them got eliminated, and a curse circle just quickly pushed through. A curse circle on that
mm,
mid-range first layer. Someone went at the back, the third layer, to stop anyone, or that Sura's
mm,
main purpose is to stop the guild leader of either Most Wanted or Crayons, because again, that curse circle at the back might have stopped the emergency call from landing on the side of
mm,
Most Wanted and Crayons. And that, I
true.
think, is a good strategy coming from JPEG and
Mm.
Ultra.
And the Curse Girl from JPEG and Wood has always been there.
Mhm,
Since day one, they were always successful
mhm,
in like disabling the back line or even the mid defense of the Cranes Alliance. But
mhm,
unfortunately, the follow-up has always been, uh, let's say, either late or questionable. But this time around, they've shown us that once everything connected, like when they can disable their prime targets, they were able to take advantage of it. So again, just they just have to be consistent in executing that strategy, because that should have been their bread and butter,
mhm,
because they're fighting against numbers, and the only way for them to like bypass this one is for them to have a coordinated attack.
mhm. And I think I think JPEG made the wrong decision there when they attacked.
Which one?
When they just attack right now,
Right now.
I think they made the wrong decision. Uh, Earlier when we saw the defenses here of
Mm,
Most Wanted, only a few Crayons members were here,
mm,
and their setup here prevented or the Crayons members from pushing through.
mm,
So with them attacking, with them using their some of their forces, to attack and not just scout the Emperor. You know, just made sure that Crayons will be back for defense there at the Emperor.
Mm,
So right, like they just solidified the defenses of the Emperor currently. So I think they could have just waited for their members. Maybe they could have assisted some of their members from going in first and went on for that full attack before actually, you know, just attacking blindly without anything happening. But yeah, I mean, I guess in my taste it was a wasted attack. But maybe they
mm.
have something in mind. Maybe something happened at the back that we're not seeing. So yeah, I mean, maybe they just want to fight a full force of most wanted and crayons in the
It's still
defense.
early.
Yeah, it's still early,
There
but
might not, yeah, there might not be a specific command for like the members because it's just 9:30 or 9:20 to be exact. So yeah. So, but then again, they've shown us that they can still push this one.
mm,
So uh, so it's the pressure is on the defending guild or defending alliance because JPEG has nothing to lose on this one.
mm,
So they just have, well, they would probably just enjoy this session.
mm,
And again, playing without pressure has always been really dangerous because again, if there's no pressure, then definitely you can perform 100% of your abilities. So you don't really care about the results.
well, I guess it differs per person. RKM.King.
Yeah,
Some people prefer to have that pressure to get them,
yeah,
push them to their limits. You know, then
yeah.
it's up to
But
them
what
to
I
break
is
the limits
yeah.
for them to
Yeah, but
push.
with Emerald, it's general, no? Again, you're
Mm,
not waiting for any commands, or you're just basically uh, playing around.
mm,
Well, maybe one of their members attack or catch someone important from the opposing guild. Who
mm.
knows? But then again, casting emergency call right here.
Well,
Is
let's
that
see what their strategy will be, RKM.King. But yeah, just to remind everyone, this is going to be the final session of the Golden Emperium event here in ROGGH. And what else is ending? Of course, that will be the Golden Emperium packages, which are available currently at the cash shop or the cash shop.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
this is
announced.
going to be your last day to
Yeah,
purchase these packages. So better purchase them now because you're gonna lose your chance. We're gonna go back to that to those packages later as JPEG is now starting their attack. As you can see, some shadow formations right here trying to take down the defenses of crayons, who are just holding off the first layer and the second layer right now. Third layer is going to be focused on. Third layer is mostly their rangers. I think arrow shower may be causing some status effects or just additional damage, maybe because of the range of arrow shower. You can cast it from that distance.
you can cast it also without a target. So yeah, but in terms of damage, that shouldn't call for anything.
Mhm.
Or maybe that's for traps.
I mean, maybe you could wear some cards that will cause some status effects if you get.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's better than not attacking at
Yeah.
all, I guess.
So it's easier to cast that because again, as I mentioned, it doesn't for any target. So yeah, so I guess it was a preemptive skill, a ground targeted skill, just like the warlocks and the wizard skills.
Again, once you
Because
stop
maybe yeah,
casting and you don't have scouts outside, it's going to be dangerous for your guild as uh, scouting is important. Magnetic Earth actually on the floor right now, and we don't see anyone removing that Magnetic Earth unless, of course, the Royal Guards of JPEG will cancel that out for them. But that was a nice Magnetic Earth on the side of JPEG, actually stopping the AOE skills from landing. But as you can see, that Royal Guard of what do you call it, the most wanted just attacked that sorcerer of JPEG. And yeah, we have a Doram here, just
That's it.
taking down the back line, as you can see. Yeah, just take down the back line. Just do your best to do this there.
I
Go
think
get.
before on is immune from the human damage.
Oh, one member, JP.
Sura?
It's a Sura, but I think he got caught by that chain lightning.
Yeah. So in terms of damage output, the warlocks and the mages in general for crayons and the most wanted, I think that's their best damage dealers available. When they complete, let's say 180 from what uh, the JPEG Alliance is offering. So again, JPEG has better physical damage dealers, whereas the PK packs.
Now that's a what a spam of Piggy Pick.
Yeah, pure miss. Is
Yeah, I
parang
mean,
isip negative Numa.
yeah. There's Numa, and look at that spam though.
It's either people are immune against range damage. That's why they're capable of like defending against Dorans. So again, what's going for the defensive people is that they have 100% immune resist, which can be countered by the long range damage of Dorans, which are considered as beast and small. So the 100% damage does not apply to them, but it is also possible to be 100% resistant against long range damage, which again might have been the result of that BKPEC miss spam. Again,
Well, there's Numa. There's Numa.
outside of Numa and outside of Chalice neutral barrier, one of the Suras I've seen walking around without Numa, the PKPEC has been missing. So I guess that's a trend because it's easier to like defend against regular attacks, or should I say range attacks in this case, because you have to like move from one place to another. Maybe for Suras that's an okay strategy because you have your body relocation as well, and of course your curse circle. So yeah, that could have been a perfect, let's say, setup if on top of that you have a golden tip bug card.
Yeah, well, I mean, that Piggy Pick spam is again amazing. I'm not sure how you could achieve that much spam ability. Uh,
190
yeah, maybe 100, maybe max attack speed and max ACD. I'm not sure how to achieve. Maybe if you're there, you can teach me how. You're watching, can you teach me how? I want to do that with my Dorm too. We have a question right here. Sir, is Ignition Break RK good for Warfare? Well, it's getting utilized heavily in this Golden Emperium session here in ROGGH. So, to answer your question, yes.
It's basically the meta class for for this kind of setup, no. Of course, there are a lot of other skills that can one shot people, but eliminating multiple targets at the same time, Ignition Break may be the best option for people who likes physical damage dealers. Okay,
The action neutral barrier getting casted right here over Brand, still getting damaging of those players from just getting closer. And I think Shadow Formation will stop that Overbrand from dealing that much damage. But yeah, look at the Overbrands coming from Most Wanted right here. As I can see right now, they don't have those Ignition Break Moon Knights beside the portal. Maybe they're saving it up for a different layer right here. But yeah, we don't see much of those Ignition Break Moon Knights there at the portal. And yeah, that's not JPEG's full force basically. So maybe it's just a like a warning shot.
Maybe a bait.
Maybe just scouting this out, or just getting a feel of what that is like currently. But yeah, we need to go back RKM to the Golden Emperium packages that are
Yeah.
up right now. Again, it's going to be only available during Golden Emperium sessions from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. So currently, you only have 1 hour and 22 minutes and few seconds before uh, the Golden Emperium packages are never seen before, are never seen again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we back during Golden Empire events, but
Mhm.
who knows?
Yeah, maybe in the next Golden Emperium session
Yeah.
events or whatever events that we'll be having to see. The same packages or maybe newer packages. But yeah, this is
Maybe.
going to be your last time to purchase these packages. You only have a few hours to do so. Uh, Again, Imperium Packs 1 to 5 are tradable. Imperium Pack 6 isn't. And you can check their tradability or trade restriction by right-clicking on the item. Just check on trade restriction right here. If you don't see a trade that has the X beside it, it's tradable. Like you see here in the
Yeah.
Imperium Pack 6 trade window. Right?
Mm.
And yeah, going back to the game, JPEG just used their emergency call. And I think they're going for this. Yeah, but in your opinion, RKM.King, what do you think that JPEG needs them to penetrate it? Again, I explained the defense earlier from what I've seen.
Oh.
There's a mid-range defenders right here. We have some few frontline defenders like Overbrand Royal Guards. We have some backline defenders. I am going to consider this the first layer of mid-range defenders
Yeah.
still. But JPEG is going to attack right now. We have that Sura almost going in, but those trap nose are there to keep them at bay. We have a Doram just jumping in and causing some mayhem there at the second layer. But still, the defenses of Most Wanted and Crayons just got solidified even more as they have a lot, I mean a lot of players defending this castle right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, breaking down their defense again. Supports are going to be here at the second layer as as they push through the middle layer, and we have more damage classes there beside the portal, the second layer. And of course, the other supports and those long range maybe status effects or arrow shower rangers are going to be here at the third layer, as well as maybe some follow-up damage. And maybe the good leaders are going to be here as well for that emergency call later on. And yeah, genetics are going to be there wherever they call because some of them may, so I'm not sure.
Maybe they're utility classes.
Uh-huh.
Basically for chemical protect, because majority of, actually not majority, but there are a lot of shadow chasers and warlocks that can basically remove your equipment. Uh, Again, as what you asked earlier, what should JPEG do? I already mentioned a portion of that earlier. Just basically coordinate their attacks. That's the best thing that they can do. Because again, their numbers are way, way down as compared to what this alliance is offering. So they were able to again show us what they can possibly do to contest this. Because they basically utilize the curse circle of Bersura. So yeah, that's the only thing that's going for them. Because again, their best damage dealers are their Rune Knights, and they just have to like give let's say creative path for the Rune Knights to bypass the defenses. I mean, they have other classes such as guilding process, but then again, they are very limited in eliminating through single target skills. So maybe they can eliminate tougher targets, but this time around, based on this kind of spam from the defense, the RK should do a bulk of work, or the bulk of work, to like force them to use emergency call at the back line. Because again, it's going to be really tough for JPEG to basically strong arm the offense. And also, the defense should maybe commit some mistakes in order for the attack to be successful. Again, so we mentioned in the past sessions, the level of strength of the players, especially see the guilds, should be that close because we've seen multiple this change in possession of or change of ownership of the castles. So basically, they have enough power to take over one castle. But then again, the jobs or the classes that they're using might be good for offense but bad for defense, or vice versa. And sometimes their numbers are not working for them. Specifically, maybe that's what JPEG has been experiencing for the past few sessions. That taking over a castle might be a possibility, and holding it for a while is okay. But they've been brute forced by both Most Wanted and Crayons. So it was unfortunate, but there's still a chance because the only thing that matters is that if they want to deny this from Most Wanted, they have to take ownership of the castle at the last minute. So yeah, no matter what happens for the first 1 in 59, again, that doesn't matter. If JPEG can hold this castle at the last like second of this event,
Yeah.
uh, basically taking away the silver rewards from Most Wanted.
Yeah, and again, it's easier to defend the castle than attack.
Mhm. True.
Um, but they really need this coordination coming their side if they really want to take this
Mhm.
castle or then deny the rewards of Most Wanted and the Crayons. Because currently, from what I'm seeing, there's only a select few that maybe are really listening to the command call and they're just following everything that's happening. But there are some few that are just, I think moving their own ways. Suicidal Destruction will connect right here. And Card of Fate, Crimson Rock, we have some damage dealers right here. But of course, the Magnetic Earth will get removed at this side. The sheer amount of players that Most Wanted and Crayons have at the moment. Again, they need to follow up their Suras here with the curse circle.
The
And
Joram is in.
mhm,
Ano Joram can basically jump or
yeah,
bypass
yeah,
the defense.
maybe the Doram because again, like what I said earlier, the support classes of the supports are here, right? In this
Hmm.
in the second layer. Taking out the support of your teammates will be a huge pressure also for the defending team. But I think they're going for their next attack right now. Ignition breaks will land. You see the first layer of defense right now got broken by a JPEG. We have some suicidal destruction here, but that King's Grace actually saved them from that suicidal destruction, and no one
The
will
Joram
save me
same.
as that as that King's Grace will save the others. No one will save me. But yeah, JPEG still on the attack right now.
There's no reason.
We need to use again Zubin right here to get our HP to full again. Yeah. Emergency call I think got casted
Committed.
by Most Wanted. Not sure on the side of Crayons, but they are going to go for their defenses once again. And they need to stop that emergency call as well. So that's one thing they need to remember. But I think JPEG also used their emergency call. No? Or Crayons just used their emergency call. Look at the sheer amount of members that these guilds have. Uh, they're- they have a lot, like really a lot compared to JPEG.
Yeah. But then again, JPEG were able to like threaten
Mhm.
again the defense, which is impressive because they've been providing the space for the IBRKs to again close the gap, and
Mhm.
they were able to like reach the um, let's say the mid-range defenders
Mhm.
at the third layer quite easily. They were not able to like stop them from closing that gap. So
Mhm.
again, that's one thing that's going well for JPEG. And again, ignition break has been a, they say, an incredible skill.
Mhm.
And of course, it takes a lot of effort to press one skill multiple
Wow.
times in
Yeah,
an
yeah, that's the only
engagement.
skill you're pressing for a long time. But yeah, I gotta commend JPEG there. They forced Most Wanted and Crayons into using that emergency call. But again,
Yeah.
they also use their own emergency call. And um, yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen because again, JPEG still has the opportunity and they have the capability of taking down or breaking this Imperium. But
Mm.
numbers wise, they're not. It's not in their favor. That's why they're having a hard time into utilizing their um, superior numbers compared to Most Wanted and Crayons right now because as you can see, there's a lot more of them than what JPEG is dealing right now. Anyway, yeah, the power of Most Wanted and Crayons are there. Again, you can see their their coordination, their strategy, and how they set up their defenses as we broke them down when we scouted the Emperor.
Mm.
I can say that they really thought this out. They planned this well, and it's up to them to execute this plan of theirs, getting this win. Right.
So if they can launch an attack before the EC uh, cools down. So again, both Crayons and Most Wanted committed their emergency calls. So again, within the span of like 5 minutes from the commitment, JPEG and Ultra should be able to like attack maybe one more time. Then
Yeah,
hopefully their equal is available.
yeah. I mean, JPEG used their emergency call, I guess, 30 seconds earlier
Yeah,
than Most Wanted and Crayons. So just use that 30 minutes gap. Just
30 seconds.
schedule, just time your attack. Time your attack, schedule
Yeah.
your just make sure to set your attack right. I guess you have 5 minutes to set up another attack, maybe two more
Yeah.
attacks to reduce the
Mm.
defenses of Crayons and Most Wanted. Because again, you have time, you have capability to do so. Without
Mm.
the existence of emergency call, that wouldn't be possible. But we have it right here. That changed a lot of things in War of Imperium as well. Um, but yeah, and maybe they just need to strategize, maybe get their timers out.
Mm.
Or, oh, I
Yeah.
can set emergency timer
So
five
that's the
minutes.
only window that it's going to be open for them. Because again, brute forcing is not going to be an available option for them. So again, uh, playing around the emergency call should be the play for them. So again, you have to consider when uh, the skills are committed, the equals are committed. So again, they just have to take note of that because that's the only opportunity for them to like reach the Imperium. Because if both of those equals are available for those two guilds, it's going to be possible for them to bypass.
Yeah, I mean, JPEG is going to be forced into finding the guild leaders of both players. Um, because
Yeah.
they need to stop that emergency call from getting casted. So that Sura actually goes back up to the third layer. He needs to
Mhm.
find those those guild leaders of both guilds. So again,
Mm.
without stopping that e-call, it's going to be a lost cause for JPEG right here. JPEG is going for their not. I can't say that this is an attack already. Maybe part of the scouting process because I think that's not their full member list. Yeah, maybe just a few of
Mm.
them who went in the
And maybe
first scout.
some throwaway characters.
I
Maybe
mean,
for
I mean, uh,
because it's important to
I
gather
mean, they
loot,
could
right?
have utilized them well. Emergency call will get casted here by JPEG, which I'm not sure why, but yeah, maybe some of their members could get in. Maybe some members of Crayons and Most Wanted are defending outside. But yeah, I'm not sure why they casted the emergency call. Again, they could have
Mm.
pushed first and casted the emergency call. as the second attack. Suicidal Destruction will connect right here. Curse Circle. Ignition Breaks will connect. Crayons actually utilized their emergency call as well to get their members inside. And Pikipeks will go out right here. Arrow Storms will connect as well. And we still have members of Crayons just making sure JPEG doesn't go for more damage right now. Emergency call will get casted by Most Wanted as well. Mandalorian Howling will connect right here as Crayons are there in the portal. But again, emergency call of JPEG is not active at the moment as they used it earlier. I'm not sure why they again
Did
used that emergency call. Because in my opinion, they could have went with what they have currently.
Mhm.
Then when their members got eliminated, maybe use that emergency call to get your members back in again.
Yeah.
I mean, for that second push. So maybe they have a different strategy in mind.
But maybe they're going to time it right now. So
Yeah.
they baited the two guilds to use their emergency calls.
Mhm.
This time around, they are on the timer.
Yeah, but like I think they only have a 20-second window from.
That's yeah, that's something they have to work on. The longer the interval, I guess, between the emergency call of the emergency call from the emergency call of the two guilds would give them again enough time to bypass the defenses.
Mhm.
But then again, it would be okay. It really sometimes it feels like they're retracting their progress with how things are going for some of their decisions. But then again, we still have like 1 hour to go. So maybe they're trying things out, or maybe some new members just got online.
Well,
They want them to be
as we know, it's going to be 10 o'clock
Yeah.
time. So I guess maybe more members will go online.
Yeah.
But we'll see what will happen as we know. JPEG. Again, I think their numbers will get boosted by maybe 10% every 10 o'clock. So
Yeah.
who knows, right? Okay.
Maybe this time around they can get let's say one of their top members, I guess, because that's what they've been missing, I guess, from the sessions. So yeah, who knows? So maybe the 10% is enough to like create an interval that will allow them to push even let's say harder in against the defenses of both of those heroes.
Well, I guess all that JPEG needs is that space for their Rune Knights to push in.
Yeah, that's always been their strength. Right? So
And
it's
again,
one of their
and they have those Storams who just quickly jump in and eliminate those squishy players or the backline damage dealers. Along with their Suras who use that Curse Circle. So maybe I guess utilizing those three strengths that JPEG has will be a huge factor for JPEG. Again, Most Wanted has a tough defense currently at Emperor. Again, not only their numbers, but they have really tough players here as well. They have high damage players. Just making sure no one from JPEG passes through. And it's really hard to take down a lot of people.
yeah, the jumping though. Actually,
I mean, at this point in time, right? There's no such thing as a way for you to overpower, like really overpower. If all of you have PvP gears, and maybe some of you have gears from the eggs, there's no way for you to just really overpower your opponent in War of Imperium, because again, regardless if you have gacha gears or PvP gears or maybe quest gears like the new illusion items that we have, you can't really overpower your opponent. Like maybe 1 versus 3 will be tough already for you. Even if you have maybe a lot of items, like really good items, like high refine, and they're all gacha items. And yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's tough, and the ratio right now for JPEG, I think, is going to be 1 against 2 for each.
Mhm. Yeah, it's a bit difficult to resist everything. So you can resist majority of the damage, but there will be someone that can bypass your defenses. So yeah, that's going to be the challenge
Oh,
for the characters.
oh,
So as I mentioned, the jumping Doram provides an interesting wrinkle in this one. So if they can identify which area of the defense that Doram can disrupt, then maybe their offense would be a lot easier, or maybe a little bit easier as what they've been experiencing from this uh, portion of the game, I guess. So again, the ability to like bypass several layers of defenses has been an interesting tactic for both of these teams. Again, Sura can jump, but not as far, I guess, as what the Dorabs
well,
do.
they can cross obstacles, so
Yeah. That's
they can jump over obstacles literally.
yeah, if the Suras can bypass several layers of defenses, even more so again for the Doran. So you just have to select maybe a target, because earlier we've seen a Doran trying to eliminate some random characters at the back, but didn't prove to be fruitful, I guess. So yeah, but hopefully they can find the right targets.
Well, uh, that's true as well. I mean, the usual scenario for those who have the mobility, right,
Mm,
and those who have the capability of penetrating the backline, will obviously go for the backline. Mainly your support or your range damage dealers, because they're the most squishy ones. You're not gonna go for the frontliners first. So maybe for the Dora, they can go for those support. Because again,
mm,
eliminating your supports will, or eliminating the opponent supports will reduce the um, sustainability of what Most Wanted and Crayons has. And if they do that, they would be able to, just eliminate some of the frontliners as well. And it
mm.
will give some space to their frontliners to attack. But as you can see, Pikapex will go in. And yeah, this Doram is just um as well as you can see, the damage dealers here at this area got eliminated by that Doram.
Mm.
They backed away. They got eliminated, or they either got eliminated or they backed away from this spot. So yeah, I mean, that Doram did a great job of suicide destruction actually landing, connecting right here, as we only have 60 minutes left remaining here in Swarf Empire or Golden Emperium session, and Most Wanted already used their emergency call. I think JPEG as well used their emergency call, but the Crayons didn't utilize their emergency call just yet. I think they already did right now. As you can see, more Crayons members are right here. And I think they pushed back to this area to make sure they don't get damaged, or their emergency call won't get interrupted. So that's a good call coming from Crayons and Most Wanted to utilize the emergency.
Yeah.
But again,
So, yeah.
the gap between the emergency calls are just getting smaller and smaller. I
Mm,
think JPEG used their emergency call first, but in my opinion, JPEG is getting better at their offense.
mhm.
But Most Wanted and Neons are just improving on their. I mean, honestly, maybe it's going to be the 10% of JPEG now. The addition of that 10% at 10 p.m. Maybe they were just expecting for that to pop up right now.
Yeah. It seems like the Doram has caused some disruption and has allowed the front line to, or should I say the back line to be distracted. That was a surprising attack from JPEG. I, I I didn't expect that as yeah. It felt like they were just there for scouting, but then again, uh the rush from their players, I guess,
Mhm.
caused or forced the alliance to use their emergency calls. So again, it would have been again in an ideal scenario, it would have been great for it would be great for JPEG for their emergency call to be available after the e-calls from the two guilds were committed,
Or
so
yeah,
that they can
during the downtime of the emergency call
yeah,
of
so that they can like follow up their attacks. So again, it's going to be hard for them to bring people in because again they don't have the access for the flags. So just force your members to like walk before the attack because we always so this see their guild leader use the emergency call to just regroup. So that is the maybe the least efficient way of using the or the most inefficient way of using their emergency call because they could have been used for a much more meaningful regroup.
I mean, well, maybe again, the JPEG has a different strategy.
Mm,
So yeah, maybe have plans they have, or they're just baiting out the emergency calls right now. But
mm,
again, there's a different way of baiting out the emergency calls in my opinion.
yeah.
Because again, they can just quickly go back in, or just
Mm,
use their damage dealers like there's these ignition breakthrough knights and their Sura to go in, and the rest of the team, or just just reducing the numbers of players inside. You don't necessarily need to go all in on each attack. Just reduce the
mm,
numbers of players of crayons and most wanted inside. Will be a good strategy for you. Then just quickly go back in from the entrance, right?
yeah.
And JPEG is already here. They can defend this spot. So like even if crayons and most wanted tries to get in, it will be difficult for them because again, Ultra and JPEG is already here at this area. But yeah, I mean, it depends on their strategy. Again, depends on their commander and what they're planning to do.
Mm.
And
Yeah, but
we've been saying this for 6 sessions now.
yeah,
It's always been that way.
the condition for like JPEG again, that's what we mentioned. Most wanted has the access for the flag, but that doesn't involve the players from crayons. So if JPEG can stop the players from crayons from returning without using the emergency call, that would definitely help them reduce the number of people inside the M-Prom.
Mhm.
So again, they just have to
Ooh, 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 ooh.
yeah. Yeah. Just
Uh,
have to walk.
well, hmm. I'm not sure about that. I mean, again, we still have a lot of time.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just not using their all-in strategy for now. Crayons
Yeah.
will have their emergency call casted as well. Again, they timed it as soon as JPEG used their emergency call. Crayons will use their emergency call as well. Time it right.
Yeah, they may be lulling their opponents to sleep. So you'll be making them, let's say, relax in terms of their strategy or not showing their full hand in terms of their attacks. So yeah, let's see if there would be, let's say, a twist on how JPEG executes their attack. Because they've been doing this study for quite some time. So maybe a few wrinkles more. Okay, the Doram strategy is okay. Uh, the interval for equal is fine, I guess, if executed correctly.
Mhm.
Just have to find another way to like execute without the emergency call.
Yeah, I mean, again, most wanted and crayons are just
Ooh,
most wanted and crayons are just stopping the or just countering the strategies that JPEG has been pushing out currently. But PKPX again will go down here. Dorams will actually go in once again, and just
yeah,
disrupt the
great.
mid-range defenders. But again, that's this Sura will actually go in and disrupt the defenses or third layer of defense of Most Wanted and Crayons, and with them disrupting the defenses right here, this will prevent Most Wanted and Crayons from casting their emergency call.
Mm,
And again, they need to move closer because, as what I can see, this is the third layer or this area right here is usually the place where they use their emergency call. So I think JPEG knows that fact as well. They just need to stop that from landing. Again, they need some continuous attacks. Although it will cost more. It will really cost more because again, playing War of Imperium is expensive. You need a
yeah.
lot of consumables. Especially right now, we don't have an event that gives you a lot of consumables that you can utilize, right? Maybe if the event
Yeah.
happened at the time wherein there is
Yeah.
what item was that?
Pig potato, James.
Hmm?
The pig potato. They're one of the best spots available in the game, right?
No, something you can buy with Zenny at Aeon.
Uh, yeah, that's supposed to
I
that.
think that was along with the anniversary event.
Is it chocolate?
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
chocolate. If it was the Imperium Warp, the Golden Imperium was
I got
at
the
that
name.
time they wouldn't worry
Yeah,
about consumables ever,
yeah.
and I think everyone will be going for that attack. Everyone is hard to kill, but yeah, I mean, if everyone is hard to kill, it would be
Yeah,
difficult.
that would, yeah, that would like be boring, I guess.
Well, not really boring because again, you can utilize your strategies, you can utilize um, you know your organized attacks.
Yeah. In the end,
Focus on one.
at the end of the
Yeah.
day, even if there's an option to buy
Mhm.
pots from the NPC or better pots to buy the NPC, it would still be a financial, let's say, deficit or financial issue for majority of the players. So, yeah, my statement earlier is kind of a joke.
Mhm.
The players shouldn't take seriously because again at the end of the day you can only bring enough pots to like save yourself from dying. So this, but again, despite the abundance, or it may seem like it's an infinite supply since you can simply buy it from the NPC,
Mhm.
uh, the weight limit still is there, and you're going to like get penalized from bringing too much.
Mhm.
So again, having enough supplies is great, but then again, if if the execution is still not there, it would still feel, let's say, bad and lacking
Mhm.
for for majority of the attacks that we've seen. Because technically, it's at some points it's going to be an issue of consumables.
Mhm.
Because again, the numbers between the two alliances this time around is again far from equivalent.
Mhm.
So yeah, one of the greatest challenges for the JPEG Alliance is to like take this Imperium first.
Mhm.
Defending it is another story, but then again, taking this away from Most Wanted is, should I say, a lot harder
Mhm.
with how their characters have been set up. Because in the first few sessions, the JPEG has been a great defender. So that's what, let's say, that's been established for quite some time. More than their offense, their defense is better. So they just have to give themselves an opportunity to like be in the defending position, and hopefully they get that at least once during this session. And put some scare on Most Wanted's
Mhm.
final day of defense.
Yeah, because like you can see right now, Most Wanted is uh confident right now. That's why some of their members are just pushing out,
Mm-hmm.
right? They're just eliminating the members of JPEG who are just there, not really coordinating their entrance or their way of going inside the castle. But yeah, I mean that's why some of the members of Most Wanted are confident because again, um, if JPEG knows that this is what Most Wanted is doing, they can also their favor.
Mm-hmm.
So again, maybe your guild leader can push in like here, like what JPEG did right here. The guild leader just went in, used that emergency call right here. I'm pretty sure they used that emergency call because I never saw anyone from JPEG just pushing in right now. But yeah, you see that emergency call. I'm not sure if it's the right call again. Because you can always save that up. You don't need to use that every time. But maybe this is the thing about emergency call, right? Okay. Uh, emergency call emergency call promotes laziness of some members. Like if there's emergency call, oh, we're just gonna wait for that emergency call to pop in or to land before we go in. We're not going to go into castle anymore. Wait for the emergency call. Just use that in. So it promotes some kind of laziness for some players, but if you're a tryhard, you're serious about Golden Emperium, I'm pretty sure you won't do that. But yeah, that's the thing about emergency call. But yeah, those are one of the cons, I guess, of emergency call. But yeah, the pros is, everyone that kills is going to be there.
Yeah.
Regardless of whatever they're doing, they're going to be there regardless. So,
The answer for that, JV says, just walk.
yeah, I mean, some players, I'm not saying they're any, but some players can be lazy, right? Some players
Yeah,
can,
that's true.
yeah, just sure in my experience as a playing as a guild leader before, there are moments where people will just wait for emergency calling, not enter with you at all, even when there's a portal available. But yeah, that's a different case. But again, let's see what JPEG has in mind right now. JPEG and Ultra, the defenses of Most Wanted and Crayons are really stacked at the moment at the Emperium. I'm pretty sure they won't go out this time around because they saw that JPEG already used their emergency call and they have their attack all set. But again, that Doram is just going to push in. Will just cause some mayhem right here at the third layer, but everyone's going to focus on that Doram. So
He's covered.
yeah, I mean everyone's just going to focus on him.
You've been waiting for him, so yeah. So that strategy might not work for, let's say, for this moment. Maybe they're just trying to like have an idea on how they are being defended. But then again, they're still not moving from this spot. So they might be waiting for the cooldown of their emergency call.
Maybe, I mean, emergency call has a cooldown of 300 seconds
Yeah.
or 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
So they might be waiting for the emergency call. They might be waiting for something else, or they might be re-strategizing right now.
So the,
So who
so
knows,
the
right?
Doram can like get back faster than most, I'd say. So again, the Doram dying and not committing the emergency call to call him back. Maybe C plus.
Yeah, I mean, again, their Sura, their Rune Knight, their Dorams, they can just go in here, cause some mayhem, reduce the numbers of Most Wanted and Crayons. Then just when you die, just go back in.
Walk.
Walk. When you die, just go back in, just walk. And yeah, every other JPEG member is there at the preempt area defending that spot before you go back in. And yeah, you can go for a second attack. Maybe if you're quick on your feet, and you
Mm.
can click really quickly and you can enter really quickly. Maybe you can make three attacks in 4 minutes. Maybe that's possible. Depends on the time of how long you're going to last in the Emperor. Again, the
Mm.
ignition brakes will connect right here. Again, that Rune Knight just sacrificing himself to deal damage against Kratos and Most Wanted. I like that strategy. Because again, that's what I'm playing right now. And maybe when you're ready for that full attack, and when you reduce some members of Crayons and Most Wanted
Mm.
Duos here, maybe you can go for that full attack right now without
So,
your guild leader. Yeah, without your guild leader. Guild leader is just going to be there. And when everything is, wiped out, maybe the first layer got wiped out, and you have the space, emergency call, right?
mm.
And I think that will be a great attack on the side of David. But I'm pretty sure Crayons and Most Wanted has a counter strategy for that.
Mm.
Again, they have that emergency call as well. And they're always positioning their emergency call right before these stairs. So they always have the opportunity to defend this castle perfectly. But yeah, again, strategy. It's a game of. You can say it's like a game of chess as well.
Mm. Yeah, but
Right?
for the JPEG Alliance, they're powerful enough to like take this. Just that they have to execute their like a better strategy. So that's why we are like this. This is not a one-sided battle in that sense that they don't have a chance. They might, let's say in terms of numbers again, they might get a disadvantage, but power-wise, they are still there. So just proper execution. Again, this.
It all misses from Storm right here. And I'm not sure what that Doram is targeting, but that's a full miss from that Doram of JPEG earlier. But yeah, defenses of Crayons and Most Wanted still intact. They have a really strong defense currently. I don't see. Maybe they lost a few. But again,
Yeah.
JPEG is going to be back on their feet. They still have second line of attack or second wave of attack ready. But yeah, Most Wanted and Crayons might have that emergency call
Yeah.
ready as well. I think Most Wanted just used their emergency call with suicidal destruction, but Matt Mandragora howling caused that suicidal destruction to cast very, very slowly. There's a Sura who got in. I think there's a Sura who got in right here. Curse Circle will connect maybe. I don't see the Sura of JPEG actually going in to stop the
Oh, here
emergency
they
call.
are.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they will use that emergency call at this area. But yeah, Arrow Stars will connect right here, and a lot of them will go. A lot of members of JPEG will go down. But yeah, Most Wanted. I don't know where these Most Wanted members came from. It's like when they die, just quickly enter from the flag, or just quickly portal flag go in. I like they just got eliminated, right? And they're already back in. Again, this is one example of Most Wanted being quick on their feet.
Hmm. Yeah, that's
Are
why
they-
the solution is always to walk, James.
Yeah, I mean, walk.
Yeah,
Just,
for both of them, right? You
Yeah.
don't really have to wait for a specific
Mm.
command. Just when you die, you try to get back as fast as you can.
Mhm.
So again, no matter what, again, don't wait for a command. Just get back, and hopefully you catch them off guard,
Mhm.
or you force them to easy or to equal. So that's the only strategy that would again increase their chances of, let's say, executing their other strategies better.
Yeah, well, that's one of the strategies they can
Yeah.
only think of is using that those that advantage, that player versus player advantage. because again no one's strong against the whole army. So you're going to be put in a difficult spot if you just go in alone without any type of support or type uh the backup. That's why I don't recommend that Runite going in alone. You could
Mm.
enter with maybe three of your fellow Runites or two of your fellow Runites, or I'm assuming.
Oh.
As I will get punished for saying that. I yeah, gotta utilize this Genzu bean. Yeah, we got some from daily login, but yeah, JPEG for me they need to re-strategize still. They still have a lot of time. We're almost going to hit the 30-minute last 30-minute
Mm.
mark RKM King, and when that happens, JPEG gets more serious. From our experience watching this
Yeah.
Golden Emperium sessions.
Uh, there's a 10:30 buff
10:30
for
buff.
J.
Uh-huh. And speaking of buff, of course, you can get the Golden Emperium packages buff. It's only available from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Golden Emperium sessions, and this will be the last day that the Golden Emperium packages will be up because this is also going to be last Golden Emperium session
Mm.
for the time being. Again, you can purchase these packs from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. This is going to be the last day. Emperium packs 1 to 5 are tradable. Emperium pack 6 isn't. As JPEG is going back in, let's go and see what is happening. Our storms will connect. We have some Numas on the floor right here to prevent those long range damage dealers from just dealing awful damage to the third layer of defense right here. And quickly, I think Most Wanted and Crayons changed up their defense.
Mm.
I see more damage dealers here in this area for Crayons and Most Wanted. And the first layer of defense has more players as well. So it's like they also have that 10:30 buff RKM. So both guilds have this 10:30 buff, 10:30 p.m. buff.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, by the looks of it, this is going to be a hard battle for MK.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as JPEG provides that kind of pressure, no. So again, they are a group that doesn't want to give like free man. So they are very much aware that they are again at a disadvantage, but they will still try to make this interesting. So again, do not expect again for the defending guild or the defending alliance that this will be a walk in the park. So that's what JPEG has been doing for like the whole War of Imperium session or for the whole War of the Imperium event. That the moment that the defending team again drops their guard, they will take advantage. So this is still not yet a guaranteed win for Most Wanted. That's why they have to really be careful uh, at this moment because again 10:30 possibly more players will come. So if the offense of JPEG improves as well, so again it's not new if JPEG can take away the castle before the time ends. So it happened in the past. There was change of ownership at a crucial point of the event. So again, this is not yet guaranteed. So make sure that they have their full attention. Again, no AFK. So this will be, I guess,
Mm.
the time wherein the AFK people will be like scolded or
I mean, this is all or nothing
yeah.
because this is the last session of Golden Imperium. So they need both teams or both guilds need to do their best, or all four guilds, all participants rather, will need to do here in this Golden Imperium session for tonight. And we're only down to 34 minutes remaining in this Golden Imperium session. RKM King. This is going to be a tough battle for JPEG, and it's getting closer and closer for Most Wanted to get the Silver Imperium rewards.
Yeah. So you just have to see what's going to happen for the next few attacks. So again, 10:30, easy being a 5-minute cooldown skill. So at most, six easies can be committed. So that's something that we have to like observe.
Mhm.
The usage of the emergency call has always been uh, the bane of
Mhm.
JPEG. But this is not the first time that we talked about the utilization of emergency call for their
Mhm.
side. But again, they have their own strategies and their own perspective on this kinds of activities. But if they can use it in a more meaningful scenario, that would again greatly help their success because their characters, their players, they are powerful enough to eliminate most of most wanted and crazed members. So again, they are still there. They still have a chance. You just have to like take advantage of those moments wherein uh the defenses are, let's say, sagging or not present. Because the Doram strategy earlier seemed fine. But again, the adjustment, a very quick adjustment from the backliners.
Yeah,
Like,
Most Wanted and Korean already adjusted to that strategy that JPEG
mm,
has of utilizing that door. Again, replacing Numas to stop the pick from landing.
mm,
Important players in the backline. Uh, uh, you can probably remove that with a land protector and
mm,
you can utilize, but again, it's going to be difficult for you to actually go closer for you to use that for the sorcerers to go at that point. Again, this is going to be all or nothing. Last 30 minutes for Golden Emperium session. If you have consumables, this is your time for you to use them. Because
mm.
again, the pressure is going to be on JPEG side because they're the ones who want to stop the
Mhm.
Silver Imperium wards from being taken by Most Wanted and Crayons.
Yeah, this is also part of their decision. I think based on how they, let's say, conceded
Mhm.
their previous ownership of the Golden Emperium Castle. So this is also again part of their decision that they want to deny the rewards. Because if they're willing to deny themselves the rewards just to deny the highest rewards,
Mhm.
uh, it really means that they are going to deny this silver Imperium reward
Mhm.
or most wanted. So again, they just have to try their best so that nobody gets their reward.
Nobody will get any rewards. Well, maybe that's what they're planning all along, honestly.
Yeah.
Because again, maybe they're also their items again. That's why they didn't bother to
Mm,
take the Golden Imperium rewards as well. Or Howling will get casted right here, and that will stop some players from casting very quickly. But again, you can remove that very easily if you have that art push up at the back. Ignition
mm,
breaks will connect here, but that Runite will need to go closer, like this Runite right here, Ignition Breaker. His name was really Ignition Breaker, just met for Ignition Breaks. But again, JPEG will be going in. But first layer of defense of this Imperium or this castle has been broken. As Crayons and Most Wanted will make their adjustments right now. Some of the members of the third layer are pushing in, going to the second layer. Some members of second layer are pushing in, going to the first layer right here. But again, a difficult situation for JPEG because no one is left here, and they only have this genetic. And some of the members of Most Wanted are here for the cleanup. That's why they go out, make sure that no one's left here. Because again, they're preventing that emergency call from connecting, right? And like what JPEG has that if JPEG has that capability of causing more mayhem right here, Crayons and Most Wanted always have a way to counter it. But again, the pace
Mm,
of the attacks, the pace of the game is going to be on the side of
mm,
JPEG because they will decide when they want to attack. They will decide on how they want to attack. So if they
mm,
want to use different tactics, different strategies to penetrate the defenses here, that can be a good option for them as well. But the thing is, um, yeah, it's part mind game as well. Part mind game, part strategy, and of course your builds on your characters will take place as well because if you have a very non or off meta, yeah, it's an off meta build. If you have an off meta build on your character, I guess you can make it work, but uh yeah, it's
uh, well, they can actually delay the attack because their attacks starting from the start of the session has been within a certain interval. So if maybe this is an opportunity for them to like uh make them feel safe. So there's that strategy as well. So maybe some of the members that were like less committed or not as, let's say, focused will AFK. So that's one of the available strategies. Just basically abuse those who are not as committed.
Mhm.
So yeah. So they again, their options are dwindling because it feels like the defense is getting more aggressive as the time goes on. So yeah, I've been seeing some sorcerers at even at the first layer of the defense. So maybe they're one of their strongest top players trying to like front line for them or for the defense. And also some of the players from Most Wanted is now or after the defense are trying to like sweep everyone that's close that's close from the portal. So again, it's going to be hard for the JPEG Alliance to regroup at this point. So maybe they just have to like uh, find a proper timing in their attacks and not just on a set interval.
It's going to be a strategy, I guess, for um for JPEG, and they can dictate the pace of the match. They can dictate the pace of the how this is going to happen. Again, they're in a difficult spot. They're in a tight spot. With the existence of both Crayons and Most Wanted in the Emperor,
Mm,
it's difficult because again you're dealing with a lot of players and players who are committed and ready for the Silver Imperium. And like what you said, if you're not committed, it will be difficult for you. And I'm not sure why this um why you need to use Metal Strike because I mean you can get this belt easily if you're not going to go in with any other
mm.
players right here. Um, but yeah, if you don't have potion, I think that's a scout. I think that's a scout, Sura, maybe. Just to check the defenses of Most Wanted and Crayons right here. So, I think that Sura has no equipment on, maybe I guess. But JPEG will be going in again. They don't have the opportunity to cast this lamp protector on the portal. That's why it's going to be difficult for them to deal with this Magnus on the floor, especially if they have Evil Druid card equipped.
The Sork lane has been abandoned. Jeez. Their previous Sork is now a barren land,
Mhm.
I guess. And that's why I've seen several Sorks casting their uh, Diamond Dust and their Psychic Wave at the first day of the defense. So I guess that's their adjustment based on the movements of the characters earlier. So yeah, so hopefully JPEG can adjust as well.
Mhm.
So the other party, the other alliance were able to adjust their defenses. So it's on the offense, I guess. It is on them to adjust.
Yep. And honestly, um, I can say with the Terra Gloria egg that got released. Um, what's that? 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Mm,
It was in the because there's a Runite Shadow weapons and
yeah.
shield. It was in the favor of JPEG utilizing a lot of Runites in their arsenal. But for this egg that just got released, the Twilight Fate egg.
Or-
Since rather most wanted is most wanted crayons has a lot of sorceress. They
yeah,
got stronger. They got stronger if they have those gacha items. They
yeah,
got the opportunity to get those gacha items.
yeah. It
Uh,
was unexpected buff,
yeah,
an unexpected buff.
but what I can say um JPEG is also utilizing some guillotine
Yeah.
cross, right? But I think they're using a guillotine cross also in their lineup.
Mm,
I haven't seen any guillotine crosses on the side of Spotted or nothing, or because they have a lot of players I couldn't really notice,
yeah.
right? But
But yeah, that's not a popular choice for. They just say that that's not a popular choice for
mhm,
the alliance. Because majority of their characters are long range. So again, in terms of the numbers of their IB characters or Ignition Break Knights, they are not in terms of numbers, they are not the same as JPEG. So it's like again, as I mentioned earlier, it feels like there's a difference in philosophy in terms of character selection. So again, one side is more magic, the other side is more physical, I guess. So that's why with the introduction of the Sorcerer Shadow weapon and Sorcerer Shadow Shield, the cooldown of their skills
well,
been reduced
technically you can
to
spam
zero.
Diamond Dust,
Yeah.
which is
So
Diamond Dust is a really annoying skill to deal with, especially with the crystal.
with crystallization, right?
Mhm. Yeah, you can technically spam it without using any other skills. And Earth Grave as well, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's an interesting perspective in terms of the outcome of this matchup.
Mhm.
As the Rune Knight Shadow Weapon and Shadow Shield does not actually benefit the IB Knights. The one who's using those shadows are actually the AA Knights, which were actually buffed by the recent patch wherein they got their Teresa's rune back. But again, this is the result of the egg rotation. So something that no player can prepare for. So again, the gacha, the chance of getting the items, and unfortunately, there exists a refined event right now.
Mhm.
So yeah, it stacks up. uh, it's a lot easier to like refine some stuff from the egg or from the gacha egg.
I mean, it all depends on your preparation for
Yeah,
your character, right? I mean, I can't wait for maybe if we're having a next Golden Imperium season that we're having, you know, like all shadow equipment can get utilized, right? So,
yes,
or class shadows or third class shadows will get well, we will be out already by that time. So,
yeah. Also
can't
the
wait for
rework.
that. Yeah, I can't wait for that time. The rework as well, and that will change things a lot.
Yeah,
That will change things a lot because again for what do you call this, for most wanted, that will greatly benefit them because again there's a lot of magic users on the side of most wanted and crayons because and maybe when a warlock rework and maybe um, sorcerer rework is going to come into play, it will be they will be more devastating to deal with compared to the physical classes that we have right now, like Rune Knights. But who knows? Maybe if we're having a next season, maybe JPEG will be utilizing a different class as well, because that will be
Yeah.
the
So they
stronger
will, they
class to
will
you.
have they will have the time to like prepare. So this one, I guess, is the introduction of the Golden Emperium event for our server. So this will serve as, let's say, an experience
Mhm.
for everyone who's present and how things go. Again, there are a lot of things that the players cannot control. So the rotation of the eggs, the upcoming events. So again, maybe at the first week you're not that strong, but then again, another item is introduced that greatly affects your ability to like throw your skills.
Mhm.
Because technically the shadows, the sorcerer shadows, shadow weapon and shield, they are of A grade in terms of rarity in the gacha. It's not that hard.
They're quite inexpensive when getting sold by the player.
That's the thing. It's not that hard to get them. They are not that expensive, but they are impactful. So again, it does sometimes it doesn't have to be an SS or SSS grade item that can change a character's performance. Sometimes even this kind of basic gear, it's safe to say that they are basic gears because they're basically just job shadows that was introduced just now. But then again, it greatly affect the cycling of the skills of sorcerers, and that allowed them to have better DPS or more consistent damage output as compared in the past that they are required to cycle some of their skills.
Right now, they can just spam diamond dust and
Yeah,
be
they can
with it.
just pick one skill.
Yeah,
They
but
don't have
but
to
if
choose.
you of course if you have more like
Yeah, yeah,
taboo and you have the accessories to utilize your skills, just basically rotate psychic wave and diamond dust, and your skills won't be on cooldown ever.
yes. So again, uh, a lot of things that the players cannot control. That's why uh, the strategy and the planning should be on point. This is again the first this is the introduction of the event. So this is
Mhm.
just the first run through of the Golden Imperium event, and we should expect more from the game because we've seen, let's say, more engaged players and, let's say, less toxic environment for this kind of event. Because in the past, it's been like a toxic and dirty in terms of the the shouts and the interaction between opposing players. But this
Mhm.
time around, it's like uh competitive
Mhm.
but not toxic, which is a great showing of sportsmanship between the two sides of the
Yes.
uh
And yeah, you can say
competing
that
alliances.
both guilds or both alliances are also giving it their all, their best.
Mm,
Some are really just committed to the event. Some are
mm,
just casually just chill. You could say. But yeah, who knows in the future, RKM.King. Like when all the reworks are done, all the shadows are out as well. Yeah, we will see some different builds, like maybe some Rampage Blaster, Sura,
mm.
or some what do you call this? Some DPS performers as well, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And yeah, I'm excited to see what will happen if those skills get in the future. And there's a lot to look forward to because again, this is just the like what is it, introduction of Golden Imperium. And I'm pretty sure for the future events that will come, we'll be seeing more exciting stuff similar to this one.
Yes. So yeah, if you're new to the game or you've been here in the past and you quit, you can just basically download the game again. Just visit our Discord
Mhm.
server, the official Discord server of Ragnarok. Again, the members from that Discord server, they are kind, understanding, helpful, thoughtful.
So sometimes they will troll you, but they're
Yeah,
really
yeah,
helpful.
they are not bad people. Again,
Uh-huh.
they are basically uh, very welcoming, especially to those who are really interested in the server. So
Mhm.
again, just hop on the server, I guess.
Mhm.
That's the best thing to do.
Mhm. And actually, we have a comment right here. They said JPEG is consisted by former goons, one team, one goal, Vault Bar members, and Constance is their only allies. Um, yeah, thank you for the info. And look at the names of the group.
If you look at the numbers.
I mean, one team, one goal. I'm pretty sure we've seen them before in our previous War Burn sessions last year, or was it 2 years ago? Yeah, we've seen them perform really well. Same, at the same time, we have Vault Bar and Goons, who are you really frequent in Warfare.
Yeah, true.
So um, yeah, maybe bring in their experience. Maybe this will be a good experience for our players as well. You know, knowing that they have this kind of situation, they have this kind of scenario, and they know what they're dealing next time. Maybe it's time. It's time for our players. You know, just invite more people in. You know, you need players. Invite more people in. You know, we can help them out, right? You say, oh, we can help you. You know, just go in, or you invite your friends. Oh, just join us. Join our guild. Prayer
Yeah,
sessions. You know, you can.
perfect time to come back, right?
Yeah, perfect time to come back and perfect time to invite your friends over. Because again, uh, for leveling, it's not going to be that hard leveling anymore.
Yeah,
Like what we've
everything.
mentioned before, and getting the items that you need to be War of Imperium ready or PvP ready is not that difficult anymore as well. With the existence of illusion gears and some farmable gears and War of Imperium sets, you can
Yeah.
be War of Imperium ready really quickly.
Mm.
So maybe a week for your characters and
Yeah.
a week
Yeah,
to get to 175. Maybe you just use the weekend. If you're really fast at leveling or your character is really fast at leveling, you can use the whole weekend. You're gonna get 175.
yeah, just contact your friends. Again, for those who are already present, or should I say, who veterans of the game. Again, leveling to 175 is not that difficult anymore. So aside from the existing world bounty system, on top of the old Eden boards quests, and also the weekly XP boost that the server has been receiving. So 2 weekends at most, I
Yeah,
guess.
and RKM.King. Let's not forget for new players or rather new characters. The new level up buffs are insane. I mean, you
Yeah,
have shadows as well.
yeah,
You have shadows. You have accessories. So there's shadows. Yeah, I think there.
anyway,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's shadows. Shadows, accessories, everything that you need is all there.
Mm,
So if you're planning to maybe make a Doram. Okay, but
yeah.
again, it's quite
It
difficult to
beats
build if you're not that used to being a Doram. But again, you can farm the accessories. You can farm.
technically the equipment set of Doran, very decent. Everything is farmable.
Yeah,
The
even
ca-
the weapons, the accessories, the
yeah.
armors. You can just farm it all and you'll be ready in no time. Maybe
Mm,
the cards will take time, but I mean, to be PvP ready, I guess you don't need that crazy high priced cards for you to for you to be able to perform really well in PvP.
but also, if you're going to join the guild, probably they're going to just give you those cards.
Mhm,
Because those cards are useful and but not expensive.
mhm.
They might be rare for new players, but for the veterans who've been opening old card albums for like 2 years
2 years
now,
now, yeah.
yeah, those cards again always and again readily available in their storage.
Hmm?
So yeah, so you just have to play the game, have a max level character, so that in terms of stats and the maximum HP, that
Hmm?
you're not behind. So again, you can be lagging in terms of the equipment, you can be lagging in terms of the cards, or should I say, you might not have the ideal gacha equipment, but again, the levels are guaranteed, so you don't have to worry about the skill points and everything. So
Hmm?
yeah, so we've been suggesting Doran because the Dorans are like easy to level. They are non-trans characters, so you don't have to suffer from the rebirth classes. And
Yeah,
also
and
they offer yeah
yeah, they
interest
you're useful in both PvP and PvE
yeah
in some way with farmable gear. Compared
mm,
to well Rebellion, that they are easier to level, but
yeah
when it comes to PvP, like what RKM King mentioned before, like I asked RKM King why don't we see Rebellions? Like just use different classes because you get more stuff out of them. But yeah,
yeah.
as a Doram, maybe it's a new class. Maybe if you haven't tried it out yet, no,
Mm.
then
Yeah,
take your
rebellion.
chance.
Yeah, rebellion is good if you just want to like casually farm.
Hmm.
That's one of the, let's say, ideal characters for, let's say, instance clearing the lower level ones. Because again, the ability to like dish out large chunks of damage
Hmm.
using round trip. So again, one of the best characters in casual farming, or maybe a leecher if you wish to.
Hmm.
That's a possible character option. Uh, but for PvP, that's going to be like one of the hardest characters to like develop,
Hmm.
especially if you're,
Oops.
what, especially if you're if you're just new to the server. So again, PvP will definitely be not uh a viable activity for new players
Hmm.
if you are not going to choose a class that has an advantage against majority of the classes.
Hmm.
So again, Orans are small, brute, can bypass the human defenses because again they are basically animals. Again, they are brute. The classification is different from the regular classes. That's why you
Hmm.
have an advantage against those characters. Again, even if you are just new, you basically deal uh more damage than
Hmm.
zero. So that's
Yeah.
basically better. So yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, well, you're free to choose any class, but
Yeah.
yeah, we're just suggesting the fastest way you can enter PvP. But yeah, if you're preparing for a class, maybe you're pretty chill. At most, maybe at the very least, or maybe it, maybe a month of playing will get you up to
Mm,
speed. Not with the maybe the gacha items, but
mm.
maybe in terms of the levels, the stuff of the stuff that you have, the farmable gears, maybe you'll be up to speed at the time. And
But
yeah, I
also,
mean,
James, you also need a character to participate in in-game events
yes.
because most of the events offer like important consumables such as
Hmm?
Almighty, Power Booster, those kinds of stuff. So again, if you have a decent character that you can use for events, you can gather resources that can boost your account because it's not enough to have good equipment. You also have to consider gathering supplies in terms of food buffs, uh, healing consumables as well. So again,
Yes.
a lot of events are offering such
Hmm?
rewards. Also, in-game costumes that can benefit your character. So you just have to have that character that can do majority of the events, and from there you can just work your way up.
Yeah, and it's no, all you need to do is to start or come back. Anyway, we only have less than 5 minutes remaining in this War or Golden Emperium session. This is really looking good for most players at the moment.
Yeah,
RKM
even if I
King, yeah, it's not safe to call it that. It's not safe to call that it's already most wanted win because again, JPEG still has the opportunity to take
yeah,
this.
No guarantee.
Especially if Most Wanted and Crayons are lax at the moment. But I'm pretty sure this, since they only have 4 minutes remaining, I'm not sure if this is the right time for them to be relaxed. This is the time for them to go all out. I mean, just focus on defense.
I mean, maybe in some nights, it won't be an issue, but tonight, I guess, if uh, the experience, they, so they say they lose, friendships might be affected.
Well, let's let's not count the friendships in RKM.King, but yeah,
Yeah, but
I
then
mean,
again, yeah, as I mentioned in the past, we are here for the drama. This is just noise.
yeah, well,
Rewards and all, that's just a consequence of the drama.
mhm.
So, but then again, it's going to, yeah, less dramatic, also less toxic. So
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Again, we only have less than 2 minutes remaining. Less than 3 minutes remaining. Rather, RKM.King.
yeah.
JPEG, they're not in the preempt yet. They will take maybe a minute or 45 seconds before they go in. They will attack maybe 10:58,
Yeah.
40.
One
So,
final push, guys. One final
yeah, I
push.
think this is the time for their last final push. Again, they're already here. They might be able to regroup at around 10:58. They're exactly 2 minutes remaining. But the members of Crayons and Most Wanted are already outside. They're already waiting for the opportunity to strike and just defend to make sure that
Yeah.
no one will go in. Again,
Most
ignition brakes,
wanted, go out, go out.
emergency calls will land. Ignition brakes are just there.
Oh my god.
And if you're not prepared, this will be a wipe. And JPEG is not prepared for the ignition brake. From the landing of that ignition brake. Again,
Yeah.
JPEG just got wiped out as they saw that emergency call getting casted. And yeah, I think
Yeah, they deserve.
they also eliminated the observer. So I mean, a minute and a few seconds remaining. RKM.King. I think this is I think we can call it at this moment. Since this is going to be a difficult push. 1 minute exactly remaining.
Yeah.
And Most Wanted has a very good hold of this castle along with Crayons. And
Yeah,
this is
like,
safe to say this will be Most Wanted's win. Congratulations to Most Wanted for winning the silver rewards.
you can still prevent that, James, now. You can still
Well, if they have that, unexpected, if they have that
Yeah.
lone member, not part of the guild member here at the Emperium. And yeah, it's a good played for both of these guilds, and they're just casting their using their emergency call.
Kudos to JPEG. Again, this won't be as entertaining as it was, or should I say this, without JPEG's effort. So again, this is a lot more meaningful because of their efforts. So we have to thank them and congratulate them as well. Maybe, nah. It might feel they might feel bad or salty about the results, but then again, it became interesting because of them. That's why, again, as the shoutcaster, the spectator, it is a player for ROGGH, the JPEG Alliance. Thank you very much for participating.
Yeah,
We
and
appreciate you.
it's a very very good game, well played for all the participants for this Golden Emperium event. Again, 5 consecutive defenses for Most Wanted is very tough one to. It's a very tough what do you call this feat. And like what the announcement said right here, behold the glory of Most Wanted Guild, who has conquered Silver Castle an astounding 5 times in succession. They stand tall as champions of this Golden Emperium event, claiming the magnificent prize of 500 SGD, sealed MVP card, and the legendary God artifact. Victory is theirs, an epic saga etched in history. Again, not only will they get 500 SGD, they have the sealed card album.
Yeah, most probably a Shield Drake. So
Yeah.
again, more valuable than the
Well,
500.
they might make us. They might make a mistake. So maybe
Hey, be
maybe
careful, guys.
if you're not careful, they might make a mistake. Anyway, a sealed card and first god item server
Yeah.
RKM.King.
Yeah,
I can
with
say
the,
it's the first one.
yeah. With the exception of the Solar God.
Yeah. Well, I don't consider that
Don't
a god
consider that.
item. I don't consider that a god item. But first god
Yeah.
item, I think they're able to get that Mjolnir.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they want to, they can get that. And
Yeah, yeah, it might not be the ideal god item, but again, that can serve as their trophy for their efforts.
yeah.
So yeah,
Well, it's not in the level of making jar.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but it's still god item still god item.
true.
And you might not have a use for it now, maybe. In
Yeah,
the future you have. It's
for,
yeah, like what you
for
say,
work,
not, like what RKM King said, it's a trophy that
yeah,
you can have. And yeah, again, congratulations to Most Wanted and Crayons.
mm. Yeah, also to
Perfectly
the
defending.
also to the mercenaries who joined the fray, no. So we don't know who they are again individually, but we are aware that a lot of players actually participated in this just for this event.
Hmm?
So again, as a collective, let's just call them mercenaries. But then again, thank you very much for let's say taking your time and giving effort for participating in this event. So the success of the defense, again, is an effort of the guild and everyone who gave their 100% effort, even for those who were AFK at times.
Mhm.
Well, again, congratulations to the Most Wanted and Cranes Alliance.
Yeah, congratulations, guys. And yeah, unfortunately, we won't see a a golden Imperium,
So,
golden rewards. But again, this is a tough feat for
mm,
the Silver Imperium Silver Castle as well. Contested
yeah,
every session in Golden Imperium,
yeah,
and
and maybe if there's a second edition, James, hopefully we see the heist. That's what I'm
hopefully,
actually interested in.
well, I'm interested in seeing more guilds come into play in the next Golden
Mm,
Imperium session. But anyway,
yeah.
RKM.King, this has been a blast. Any thoughts and comments on the whole, on the Golden Imperium event as a whole, since it's going to be
Yeah,
the last one,
and then, again,
last day rather.
yeah, last day. Yeah, this is a success for such an event to happen. So again, I'm not expecting this kind of participation, especially for uh let's say for guilds who doesn't have, let's say, anything to gain at this uh juncture. So again, I'm just happy of seeing the numbers, uh the number of participating players. So again, this is not yet the whole population of the game. The two
Yeah,
of us are still shoutcasting. We
yeah.
cannot play as well. So again,
And
as
like
you,
what? Like, wait. Like what you saw right here, Golden Imperium will return.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so yeah, that is a guarantee. Oh.
yeah,
It will return. Yeah, we don't know when, but then again, hopefully by the time people are ready to take, how much was that? 3,000 SGD?
yeah. And time to save up your consumables, guys. Time to save your
Yeah.
consumables, your items. Get ready for
Yeah.
more PvP events. So, who knows? We might see more. RKM.King. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, RKM.King. You were saying?
Yeah, yeah, it's just that it's unfortunate that we were not able to see the Golden Imperium rewards. So the 3,000 SGD not present right now, but hopefully people can come as well and prepare. That's what you've mentioned. Because yeah, the number again, the number of the participating players are like high, but this can improve as well. So again, this is just a forced, let's say, faction, and yeah, between the two alliances because of the setup of the game. But these are multiple independent guilds. Uh, as I mentioned earlier, that some of them are from smaller guilds as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, uh, I guess that's all for now. We hopefully we see each other soon.
Yeah, and again, congratulations to Most Wanted for getting the Silver Imperium rewards, and to Koreans as well for almost getting the Golden Imperium rewards.
Mm.
Yeah, as the Alliance of Most Wanted, congratulations to you guys for getting the Silver Imperium rewards. And yeah, that culminates our Golden Imperium first season of Golden Imperium, uh, or introduction of Golden Imperium event.
Mm.
Hopefully, everyone enjoyed the Golden Imperium sessions that we had. It has been a tough 6 sessions, 2 hour session each. And our guilds are, of course, consume a lot of things, and yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna get ready for the next one.
Yeah.
And yeah, again, this has been a great experience for us as well, me and RKM.King, and for the players as well. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you
Mm.
guys on the next events, I guess.
Yeah.
And with that said, this
We
is
still have ROS, Jace. We still have ROS.
we still have ROS, but yeah, for now, this has been it. And again, congratulations to the winners, and thank you very much to the viewers for tuning in every Golden Imperium session. And we hope to see you guys again in the future events and streams that we have. And yeah, RKM.King, want to promote your page?
Yeah. Just hop on Facebook and wait for me to stream because people have been anticipating my next stream. But then I cannot promise anything. Just you know, just wait and subscribe to RKM.
Yeah.
Uh,
If you wanna check
yeah,
on RKM King's page, you can check it out at RKM Gaming on
yeah,
Facebook. Right. Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
And for me, you can catch me on Twitch, and well, I'm gonna see you as well on some communities.
yeah.
And anyway, this has been it, and this is going to be it for tonight. Again, congratulations and thank you all for this. Has been the Golden Imperium event, and yeah, once again, we are your casters. This is James.
It is RKM.King.
It's a pleasure to be your casters for the Golden Emperium event. Catch you again next time. Hey guys.
Good night.
Hey.
Bye bye.